Welcome to the second episode of the Locked In Podcast. We have a special guest today, Talon Colbert, drummer of Deadbeat.
Hello.
How are you doing today, Talon?
I'm good. How are you doing, Jose?
I'm doing great. So, we're back here. We're going to talk about some stuff. I don't know.
Probably some stuff with Deadbeat, because me and Talon played in a band together. And we had a bunch of stuff lined up right before the virus, but we could talk about some stuff that we had going on like now and what we did have planned, so... I don't know, it'll be kind of fun to talk about kind of stuff like that.
And all the joys of quarantine.
Yeah. Although nothing that's going on.
What have you been doing during the quarantine, Talon?
Nothing.
Just nothing?
I got laid off, and right now I'm just sitting making a lot of money.
Pretty much. You're making more than me.
Yep. The state decided to give me an extra $600 a week, so I'm not complaining.
I think we should compare paychecks right now.
Alright. Let me pull up my pay stub.
Yeah, pull the pay stubs up and let's just confirm this. But before all this was happening, me and Talon, we had a tour lined up, like, just before this all happened with a band called Oakheart. And we released a CD called Gloom. And I don't know if you want to talk about some of that we had kind of going on.
Yeah, I was very excited, I'm sure as with the rest of the band, to go on our first tour. It would be our luck that something like this would happen and kind of postpone it. But we're trying to, keep things moving. We're working on our second EP right now. We finished instrumentals. Trevor started some of his vocals on one of the songs. So we're keeping busy,
Yeah,
doing the most we can.
I'm still working, so it's kind of hard for me to like kind of bounce over there and just kind of record vocals and just do all that kind of stuff. Like me and I think I'm the only one. Me and I think our other guitarist Ben, I think are the only ones currently working right now.
Yeah, Matt's not.
But I think Ben's working from home,
yeah.
So it's easier for these guys to kind of record, which has been on the plus side like. All of it's pretty much done, so
yeah,
I can just kind of like bounce over there, do that, and just when things get a little bit better.
It seems like 2020 was basically the year for you guys to actually move forward with Deadbeat, because as soon as the year began, everything started
we
happening.
hit the ground running for 2020, and then it kind of came.
Maybe it's just a sign. Maybe it's just a sign that you guys fuck this bed.
I think they're testing us. How dedicated are you?
Will
to
we
wait
flourish
around?
after this?
You guys gonna stick together? We'll see. The next episode of.
We just have a whole recorded EP. You know what?
Yeah, screw this.
It's already kind of done.
By the time they have quarantines over, we got 5 albums just waiting to be released.
Yeah.
I wonder how many bands are gonna do that.
Probably a lot.
Because I
think they're just gonna be sit around not doing anything until this is over.
And I'm not just talking like one album. It's like I kind of sometimes think like how many bands will have like multiple albums.
We thought about just writing a full length right now instead of just an EP.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's actually going to happen. We haven't really sat down and talked about it.
I was so against a full length, and then this happened, and I'm like, all right.
What else are we doing?
It was kind of funny. Like, we talked about it, like, a while back before, like, kind of as soon as we were done with the Gloom EP, we're like, oh, okay, we could do a full length, and then I'm just like, you know what, because we kind of planned on, like, touring and stuff like that, it was going to be like, well, do we want to tour and, like, kind of just, like, release, like, because we had like 5 or 6. Well, we had like 4 or 5 songs that were kind of like ready, and we were like, well, we have time to write a few more. But it was like, how much more were we gonna write? You know what I mean?
Yeah, our guitarist Timmy, who records all our stuff, he was so adamant on a full length right after the first EP, and Trevor and I were kind of like, no, let's just do another EP. But now we kind of think we might want to do a full length.
I think it all depends on what's our actual time frame with like moving forward.
Yeah,
from
how
this.
long is this gonna last?
Because right now the quarantine is lasting until May 15th, but we don't really know if that's going to be extended after that.
Yeah.
But that's not like including bands. That's it. I don't think like you know.
No,
what I mean?
know, but it's just
so that's even like longer for whatever this.
Right.
But yeah, I know what you're trying to say. So
Talon, you were in bands prior to Deadbeat, weren't you? I think you were a vocalist at one point, right?
Yeah, my first band ever was called Rise of the Villain with my buddy TJ.
he
My
plays in a
other
band.
buddy Mike, who was in some other bands. TJ plays in Into the Harbor right now. Yeah, that was my first band ever. And then after that, I went into Illusions, which was also with Mike. He does a little rap project called Hobgoblin. And, yeah, then I stopped for probably a year or two, and then I messaged Trevor about Deadbeat, which was Pillars back then, and he needed a drummer. And we kind of met up for promos one day and then started after that. We actually booked a show before we had more than maybe one song. We had Spiteful and Breadwinner, and then we had to write 3 more songs in like 3 or 4 weeks.
And we wrote Crew List.
Yeah.
Last minute.
Because Timmy had that riff already, and we just kind of wrote
And it was kind of funny. So, here's a fun fact for people. So, Deadbeat wasn't even like a live band for like the longest time. It was really just like me and an older member. Yeah. And we wrote everything like MIDI.
I remember you sending me Spiteful, and it's like, dun, dun, dun.
It was all MIDI. And I was just like writing vocals and like doing all this kind of stuff. And then like Talon hit me up, and then like...
You already had Dev and Timmy in mind, right? And you had Pat already.
Well, they were in a band. It's kind of funny. So, Talon's band Illusions and Timmy and them's band both broke up at the same time. And their last shows were together.
Yeah, we played the last show. Illusions and Insights was their old band. And then an even funnier thing, I ended up joining Insights on drums for a little while.
But their last show was together, and then we all kind of just... It was just kind of random. This whole... it was just kind of like a whole freak thing.
Yeah, it's weird.
And so, like, it was kind of just like an internet project, and then I remember we played our first show. It was like Trader's Barrier, Gift Giver, Adalia.
Mm-hmm.
And that was at Broadway Joe's, right?
Yeah, back in like
2013, 2014.
Villains was on it too, right?
Yeah, Villains was on it. I don't know. It was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, that was like 2014, right?
Yeah, it was like 5 years ago. But was
2014 or 2015.
yeah.
Something like that.
And so it's funny because I remember like, all right, we threw together a set, we played it, and then it's like, okay, we just made this happen, and it wasn't bad for what it was. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't. Yeah, like I can look back at it and honestly be like, I've never been in a band before, and so like it was what it was. It was a really good show, but like compared to how we play now and everything, it's obviously we've gotten a lot better and different, but. What's funny is like I remember just being like, okay, so what are we doing? Like afterwards, like, are we a band? And then like we got some more decent show offers, and like we're like, you know what?
The second show was like King Conquer and Dealey Plaza,
Adalia
again,
Enterprise Earth, Here Comes the Kraken.
Yep.
It was like we were getting decent shows with like not being as ready as we expected, but I'll say this, we stuck with it. We stuck with it, and then we ended up practicing like a bunch more and like throwing together some music and like working our way. So
and then I ended up living with you and Jose, and that was really easy because then we would just go to Timmy's all the time.
Yeah,
and work on music.
That was back when you were working swing shift.
I was working swing shift, and then
I worked there too.
Yeah, me and Talon ended up working together for a little while, and it was pretty fun. He never got the luxury to work swing shift.
Yeah, it did.
Not much.
Yeah, not that much. Thank God.
Now what's funny is okay. Yeah, me and Talon went from working together, and Jose never understood like we used to work wacky hours, and then now Jose works with me.
And I work swing.
Swing
shift
was
swing shift, and it was fucking worst.
It's not it's not so bad, but it definitely sucks.
It's just rough.
I didn't understand like the sleep schedule.
It's just hard because you can never catch up on sleep.
The 5 a.m. to 5 p.m.s were the worst because I could never get a sleep on time. I would end up falling asleep at like 2 in the morning, get like 2.5 hours.
I always have anxiety.
I had to go and get my sleeping pills just to be able to
get because you can't fall asleep right after work.
Yeah. I would always get like sleep anxiety. I'm like, I'm either gonna like if I go to sleep now, I'm just gonna sleep past my
Yeah.
I did like the swing for I think a couple months.
You weren't gonna do it, and then I was like, do you really want to do that if that's not available for you?
Right, and then
That was a great job. I miss it a lot.
And in the beginning of the year, I just went to straight nights, which I prefer because I have a
Was
set
third
sleep
shift?
schedule. Yeah.
Third shift's great. That
Well,
was
it's
my
not.
favorite.
It's the time. It's basically.
He
third
works
shift.
just straight nights, 12.
So I'll work 5.
Oh.
I'll work
So he
5
doesn't
p.m. to
swing
5
back.
a.m.
Yeah,
And
Still.
those were better than 5 a.m. to 5 p.m.
right.
Yeah.
I used to like third shift 10 to 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Those are the best.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that for like 5 days.
I'm like nocturnal as it is. So it just worked out perfect.
It's kind of funny. It's like I love the nightlife, but then it's like I also hate it at the same time because like I always think in my head I'm like it's so much better for my sleep pattern and everything.
Yeah.
But then I'm like nothing's
The
going
only
on.
thing-
Nothing. You're like all the stuff's gonna be going
second
on.
shift is the worst. You get out at 10 at night and you're like, let's hang out, everybody. And they're like, no, I gotta
Well, that's
work.
basically the same thing with third shift.
Yeah.
I like.
6 years ago when I was young, everybody second shift was cool because then everybody was doing things.
Yeah.
Now I'm older. Then I'm like, hey, what's everybody? Oh, you guys work real jobs that do not do that. I don't know.
The reason I love third shift though, you get out 6 in the morning. You can go to bed at 7, wake up at like noon, 1 in the afternoon. You have all the way until 10
Right.
till you have to work again, so you can do whatever you need to during the day.
Right. I mean, I wanted to go to nights just because like I didn't like much to do already. Like I didn't really go and see anybody. Pretty much just chilled at the house, and so I that's why I wanted to. But now I actually have nights. That's what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I have people I can go see, but then I can't because I have work.
Right.
And then like the person that I want to see works days, so while I'm working, she's sleeping, and while I'm sleeping, she's working, and the whole thing is just.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah. So, do you have any musical goals like that you actually want to?
Well, I have a question real quick. Sorry about that.
No.
Going back to Talon, were you self-taught? Did you teach yourself to play drums, or did you actually learn as like a kid?
I didn't actually start playing until I was probably like 18. Like, so I always wanted to play the drums because my dad showed me like Rush when I was younger, and I was obsessed with Neil Peart. So I'd always air drum and stuff. And then when I got probably like 16, 17, my buddy Billy had a drum kit, so I would go over there and he like taught me some stuff here and there. And then I got my first kit probably around 18, 19, and that's the same time I joined Rise of the Villain, and that's when I actually started to play. So I'm pretty much self-taught. Never really had like formal lessons,
yeah.
you know.
Well, I actually wanted to learn to play drums when I was a kid. There was
Get the electric.
well, I was learning
kit.
from like a family friend, but he wasn't the greatest. So he like only knew like one beat, being like the whole. So basically,
He was bullshitting you.
sort of. But I thought he was like the most amazing.
Yeah, because you're a kid and you're like, oh my god.
Then you
Yeah.
get older and you're like, you were
So
bullshitting.
he would be like the drummer for like the church band.
Oh yeah,
But
that's
then he would
nice.
play. I started to notice that after a while.
But he was hyping you up.
Yeah, so I'm like thinking like, okay, this guy's amazing.
I
And
can't
then
believe I'm friends with him.
I started like watching like every time I go to church
Yeah.
and it's the same beat
Yeah,
every
all
song.
it is. All,
And I'm
that's
like,
all it is.
holy shit! Like,
You're like, this guy's amazing.
and
Then
I
you-
remember this one time where he took me to a guitar center. I don't know, it might have been a guitar center. I'm not sure, but he took me somewhere. I think they were having like a show, and then there was a raffle
Oh, I love this.
afterwards. And so there was free tickets. So I was holding on to my ticket, and I was holding on to his ticket. And so they're reading off the numbers of the tickets, and they read his ticket. And so I was holding on to him. So I was like, "Oh my ticket got won. My ticket won, but it was his ticket." Oh, this isn't even like the worst stuff.
God.
So basically, he had won a Black Panther snare drum, and so like I thought like, oh my god, like this is it. I'm actually gonna like
It's
maybe
gonna be
I'm
a
gonna get
drum.
more
Yeah.
to it. And so I took it home. Like I was so proud of it. I kept it in the box. I took it every once in a while just to like tap on it.
Look at it.
And so I figured out I wasn't gonna learn anything. So all I had was that.
Yeah.
And so what I did was I sold it to him for $100. I'm
You
pretty
got it
sure
from his ticket and then sold it to him.
pretty much. And I'm pretty sure that's why I will never win anything again. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you got the karma for that.
I've never won like a single raffle ever since then.
Imagine if he tried to learn how to play drums and he just could never get it because
I thought
of
you were
this
going to
too.
say you broke the snare or something
No,
like that.
I took care of that thing.
No,
I
he's-
love that thing.
No, he ended up
I took it
screwing
out
the
just
guy.
to clean it.
The guy never asked, like, wait, was that my ticket?
No, he never.
Never.
Do you think he
even-
knew? What if he knew?
That's
Like
why he
he,
gave
what
you
if,
his ticket?
yeah, like what if he was like trusting you?
Trust
Like
me
he,
with it.
like he's like, I want to see like,
What happens?
yeah,
I'm gonna place a curse on.
and
him.
then he's like, you know what? I wonder if he has, the nuts
He has
to.
some nuts to send it back to me.
Then he-
He knew his ticket number.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what if he's just like, I know the end number to that, like versus yours.
That ticket had my name on it. No, it didn't. But like I said, I've never won a
That's
raffle or
funny.
anything ever since then.
He said he'd do it again.
I think you should get an
What, like an
electronic
electric-
kit. Yeah.
I've been thinking. I was thinking about it for a while, but then I was like, I don't know. I feel like it'd be just wasting money because I feel like I wouldn't. I'd get it and then it just sit
Then
there.
you just sell it to
Yeah.
that guy.
Oh yeah, I'll sell it to somebody else.
Hey, Talon.
I'll buy it. Great
I'm
price.
upset here.
Then he upsells it.
As long as it's not a grand.
You should have upsold it on him.
You remember?
I think I might have because I think, like, I thought like that was like the most expensive drum, like snare drum ever, but I think it was like not even that much,
What was
worth
it?
that much. It was like a Black Panther snare drum. I'm gonna look it up because I really
Yeah.
do want to know what
I
how
don't know
much that was.
Do you remember I almost bought an electronic kit when I was with you that one time?
I
And the
talked
only
you
thing
out,
that
right?
stopped me was we didn't have room in your trunk.
Was I
And I'm
talking
so
you out, or
glad-
was I telling you to
No,
do
it's
it?
because there was no room in the trunk, and I'm glad I
Well,
didn't.
Well, wasn't I telling you to
I don't
do
know.
it or
I don't
not?
know.
I remember that moment though. We were in Guitar Center. That was fun. Yeah. So, do you have any musical goals that you want to kind of tap into after all this?
I obviously want to tour still. We got to get that tour done.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I know Alucard's still gonna be down.
Yeah, we
Shout out to them boys.
Yeah.
I love all them.
We talked with them.
We
We'll try to figure
definitely
something out
we
with each
definitely
other.
need to tour. After that, I want to see how touring goes. I would imagine I want to tour more,
Mhm.
and then obviously get the full length out there.
Full
eventually.
length.
Well, after the EP, I'm saying,
Oh, so this is gonna be an EP.
The EP's already said, like,
Dude, like, I don't know if I really want it.
the full length's a good idea and everything, but it just seems weird. Like, usually you see a band release 2 EPs and then a full length,
Yeah.
I feel like that would be the way to go.
Yeah, I think it would be kind of, and like, how do you feel about like the different, like, if you were to explain to somebody like the difference between like what we had put out before, like,
And what we have now.
yeah, like what would you like try to explain without giving too much information away?
So, obviously, the EP we just put out, the songs are pretty old, and we've definitely matured as a whole since then. Our new songs are definitely they're it's the same, but it's different, if that makes sense. Like they still have the same feel to them, but
Like the same whole sound.
I feel like we've definitely matured.
Mhm.
There's still like your breakdowns and 2-steps and all that, but the first EP I feel like is very simplistic. This one is a little less simplistic.
Yeah.
We're all a little more confident with writing,
Yeah. Like some of these songs, it's like I feel like it came together, not like fast, but like
It was easier though, and we're all way more comfortable with each other now than
yeah.
that has a lot to do with it too, I think.
Some of these songs, it's just like they never came together. Like the older ones, they just never like came to light when maybe when they should have or whatever. But it
Yeah.
all just kind of happened when, and it didn't happen at a bad time. So the CD and stuff, all that.
And I'm excited too because we've been playing the same 5 songs for so long. Excited for there to be more.
We've done 2.
Yeah,
We've done
so-
a few. We've done a few of the new ones and the newer sets. I don't think anybody around our area really got to hear them live, but I know we played them out of town.
And we're
before.
gonna sound way tighter live now with the click track,
Yeah,
which is another thing that we haven't really talked about.
Yeah, we put when we had our tour with Oakheart, we started playing like to click track and everything was starting to sound pretty.
I'll say this, my first band, Rise of the Villain, TJ made me play to a click track, and I hated him for it, but I'm glad he made me do that, because now it's just so easy for me.
And it seems almost like bands never played to click tracks back then, like not like locals.
Yeah, no, now everybody does.
So that's pretty solid.
And it does make all the difference. You can tell how much better we sound with it, honestly.
Yeah, because it's not. That's kind of crazy, that like during that time frame that he was that adamant to do that. That's good.
Well, it's because we only had one guitarist, and he wanted
The whole
two guitars
sound.
so we backtracked rhythm, and I obviously had to play with a click to keep that. Sometimes it would suck though. I never had good headphones, and sometimes I couldn't hear the click, so I'd be playing, and then I would hear like a bass drop or something go way off time from where it was supposed to be, and I'd be able to hear the click again, and I'm just like way off time because I couldn't hear it for like a couple seconds or whatever. That was always fun. So I'm glad Timmy made me get those good headphones.
Do you use drumming headphones or no?
What?
Do you use drumming headphones or no?
I use these little in-ear monitors. They're kind of, the actual earphone piece is like earplugs, so it's like that foam, and you squeeze it and then put them in your ear and it expands.
Right. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. I can't hear anything but the click track, and it's great.
You just got those.
Yeah, probably like a month ago. I got them for tour.
Dude, he was talking about it like he's like, I just got these like the week before we were supposed to leave.
Yep.
And it's kind of funny. And it's kind of funny, like...
I'm glad I got them either way, though.
No, because you're gonna... It's not like an investment that was a waste, but it's just kind of funny, the timing, like, you were like, I gotta get them
I was like, I need to get them this week, or they're not gonna come in time.
Oh, it's funny. I bought 100 CDs in that same thing.
Have those been selling or no?
Yeah, we sold some.
Glad we buy those hoodies.
Yeah, if anybody wants hoodies, maybe we'll do that eventually. But no, yeah, we ended up throwing up some merch. If anybody's interested, you can go.
Well, you got that one new shirt. It's the My Hero Academy.
Yeah, we have that one. That's available for pre-order. Those will be able to we'll have those in like soon, where you don't even have to pre-order them, and we'll be shipping them out soon. But we have like 7 things up on the merch site if anybody's even interested in getting it. We have tour stuff that we have the CDs, we have a Shadow Figure t-shirt, just a bunch of stuff up there. It's on our Big Cartel site, so if anybody wants to get some merch.
Also, I was excited for the I Matter battle of the bands, and now...
Yeah, we were doing that. That was, I think that's June 2nd. It's now it's the same lineup as of right now. And it's an all-local show. There's a lot of sweet bands on there.
It's not for I Matter anymore, though.
Yeah, it's not for I Matter, but it's still a sweet lineup.
It'll still be fun.
What's it for now?
It's just a local show. It's just at the Montage. Yeah, because...
I Matter get canceled?
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
We'll see. I'm sure they're going to post something about it.
Also, if you can, support Montage.
Yeah, they have a GoFundMe, I think it is.
Yeah.
Up on their site, and then I know that there was like some different things for different price amounts.
All businesses are suffering right now.
Especially music.
Especially venues like that. It's a bar or two, but obviously,
right.
They're getting no source of income right now, so...
Yeah, they have a GoFundMe up, and I think you can find it right on their Facebook page for the Montage Music Hall. And I'm pretty sure, I want to say, I know the $50 amount is if you donate $50, you get 2 tickets to any show when everything goes back.
That's cool.
And then there was something for 100. I don't remember what that was off the top of my head, but yeah, I know there was some perks to doing that. But either way, even if you don't even have 50 to 100, donate
whatever you can. There's not that many venues around here, and that's one of the good ones.
Yeah, if you really are into like hardcore, deathcore, and all that kind of stuff in the Rochester area, that's like the only venue right now that supports that and like will put out like that is consistent and like will take care of like locals. Like, I'm not saying none of the venues here do, but consistently almost like every week you always see like, hey, look, this band's doing this. There's a tight local show with like 6 bands and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I see bands like right before all this went down, there was like 2. I know Perspectives was doing an EP release, and then Nightmares was doing a CD release right in between like when we had a show there. They'll take care of the locals there. So definitely, if you really like metal and stuff, definitely.
And they're cool people there too.
Yeah, they're very good people. Randy and Cameron are very, very good people. So I don't know.
Have you been playing any of your games?
I've been playing Warzone, and I've been, I don't know. What about you? You've been gaming, huh?
Far Cry 5.
I always make fun of Talon.
I got Final Fantasy VII Remake, and believe the hype, it's pretty good. I don't like the turn-based fighting, and this one doesn't have that, which is why I'm playing it. And it's pretty good. I recommend it.
Good.
You just rebought a Switch.
I did.
Did you really?
I bought that for tour as well.
He did.
Why? you sold it because you didn't play it, and then you bought it again.
No, I sold it for a tattoo. And then I rebought it for tour, which didn't happen, and then I just played Breath of the Wild for like 140 hours.
Dude, yeah. Did you 100 it?
No.
I knew you were
There's a lot to
trying.
do. No.
He bought the DLC, and I remember he's like, as soon as like he got laid off, he's like,
Dude, I played the fuck.
he was like
a lot.
He was like,
Remember that one time I was here? It was like 7 in the morning. You're like, "Are you still playing Breath of the Wild?" I'm like, "Yep."
yeah.
I have Mortal Kombat if you want that too.
Yeah, I'll take it.
What kind of
I beat it on the. I'll beat it on the PS4, but I'll beat it on the Switch too.
Is there a
Yeah, Jose,
difference?
funny story. I picked up your Switch with the little handles on
Uh-huh.
it. I was like, I need this. It's so comfortable.
It is.
Did you buy it?
Yeah, it's like $15.
Right. I got it right at GameStop.
Yeah, that's great.
The one thing I do need is a screen protector. I haven't gotten a screen protector for it.
What? You're
Yeah.
nuts.
Dude, I bought one and I'm trying to put it on the right way, and I'm like kneeling in between my coffee table and my couch, and my roommate comes over and just sits right next to me. I'm like, "You motherfucker, get the hell away from me." I set it down and there's like a little hair underneath it, so I peel the corner up, get it out of there, and then that one corner won't go down all the way. And I'm like, "You caused this. It's beautiful."
This is your fault.
It's so funny, like putting a screen protector on anything.
I
It's
hate
like
it,
the, it's
dude.
like
Yeah.
it's like the most
Well,
percent.
now
I'm
they
like,
have-
everybody stay away from me. Turn the fan off.
It's
Like-
crazy because now
Shaking.
they have liquid screen protectors now.
What will it do? Like gel over it?
Like basically, it's like I don't know. It looks like water that you just put on your phone, like the screen,
Molds.
and then you put the screen protector over it,
Yeah.
and it's supposed to just like make it even. It's supposed to like spread out and just make it look like there's no bubbles, nothing.
That's
Yeah, the
interesting.
bubbles piss me off.
I haven't had to do that in a while.
I'm usually pretty good at putting screen protectors on.
I never use them.
Right. That's why we've had like several phones in the last couple of years.
And then I bitch about iPhones.
I know. I saw your what is it? You had the iPhone 6.
How many?
I don't know. I remember the one. And there was
I had a
like,
couple. Actually, the last 3 iPhones, I broke the screens.
yeah. Look how you ran over it.
Yeah.
Your home button didn't even work. I had
no,
I had
no, I had a. It's funny. Did you know this? That if your home if your home button breaks on the iPhone, I think I showed you.
there's like a shortcut.
There's a shortcut for when the iPhone button, because there's only one button on it, and the whole phone depends on that button.
Right.
That there's a setting where you get
There's
a
actually a
virtual
thing.
button.
That each home button is you can only use for that phone. Like it's paired for that phone.
So like, if you got a
You
replacement,
can't even get a. It's like you can't even get like a third party home button. You would have to go to Apple just to get a new home button
That's
for it.
crazy.
do you think they'd give you, or would
Oh,
they?
what's
Would
it?
they? No. Would they fix the phone, or would it be like refurbished? Like they just like, oh, here.
Oh, they'll just replace like the home button. That's it.
You think that? Oh.
Yeah.
Wonder how much that is.
Oh, I'll probably
$300
a shit ton.
Yeah, right. It's something crazy. Because you have no other choice.
Yeah,
but
it's
to
like
buy a
it's
new
like
phone.
this is funny. It's like I remember when like back in the day, like getting like an iPod Nano, and like you're like, I need that charger, because like this is before like iPhone was like,
Yeah.
or like iPod. You know what I mean? Like they didn't even like nobody had the iPhone yet because that wasn't
That weird
popular.
charger.
Well,
It
yeah,
was like
but
the
like
30 pin.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but like having like an iPod Nano, like you didn't have nothing was like that, and it was before everything took off. So it's like there was no knockoffs yet.
Right.
And like I don't remember, were the prices like $50 on that? Like most those most like those actual
I know
brand
they were
chargers
expensive.
are like.
It was
30 or
shortly
something.
after they started coming out with like the knockoffs, but they were like the knockoffs were still pretty pricey. I remember
because it's
like,
so significant.
right. I remember like even the new knockoffs were like $20.
That's crazy.
I remember having no charger for it, and like your buddy has like the iHome or something. You're like, bro, can I charge it on there, please? Thank you.
How have times changed? Like, remember that? Like, having the iPhone.
No,
like,
it sounded like a little dinky one that you can just put it in no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, first try.
What about this one? Hey, bro. I gotta be careful syncing it up to your computer because I don't want to like.
You don't want all their music.
Yeah.
I don't want your music, and if I eject it wrong, it'll corrupt my. Oh, good job, Apple. That was, thanks.
Don't put all your music on here, please.
Oh shit, it's
Deletes
syncing.
all yours and puts all
Yeah,
yours
and,
on
oh
it.
my god. And then you're like, now I gotta go home. Or the fact that like you couldn't just drag one song.
I hated
Right.
that, dude.
Like you couldn't just be like, hey Jose, I want just one. No, you have to pair. You either get my whole account worth of library,
Yeah,
or I think the iPod Shuffle let you do that.
But I can't just take
But
one song. And...
You can't. No, I can't do it. No, you have
You
to.
could do that on like the regular like MP3 players. That,
What was it? The Zen or
Zoom.
Zoom? Remember the?
Those were cool. You could, if you had two next to each other, you could send music to each other.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's cool. That's a cool concept. It's pretty funny. The iPod, like,
Whatever
really,
happened to that company? Like, do they still do shit? Like,
iPhone.
No,
You
I
gotta
understand
like, dude. I'm telling you, like, if you think about it, like, the iPhone just revolutionized all of that. They like killed their own market with the iPod Touch. Like, if somebody were to be like, I have an iPod Touch now, I'd be like, why?
Yeah.
I wouldn't like bag on them, but I'd just be like,
I mean, I can understand for like kids.
but there's not like. Even if I heard somebody be like, I know people do it and stuff, but like,
I feel like the price of like iPods haven't changed.
They're still like $200.
Yeah, for an iPod Touch, it's like $200.
no way.
Yeah.
Really? Why?
My work made it so you can't have a phone, so I was like, oh, I'll just buy an iPod. It's probably cheap. I looked, it's still like $200. I'm like,
And it's only for like a 32.
just for like a
gig, too.
nano even. It's,
But then you know what else you'd have to do? You had to buy all your music.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
Do it.
I was like, can't use Spotify. Where all
Yeah,
my
and
music
see,
is.
that's the other thing. It kind of blows my mind that like people wouldn't just use Spotify now. Spotify and all that kind of just like.
Right. You could definitely use. You can get iPod Touch and then use Spotify, but you'd have to like download the music at home, then listen to it.
Yeah,
At work.
that's weird. Like,
Would that
what's the point?
do they? Does
What?
does iPod Touch support Spotify?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
What's the point?
Then what's the point?
Like, you know,
What would be the point?
What?
Because like I
The-
get
the
what, do you not own a
the
phone.
iPod touches to have music on it, but then you just have the app. I don't know.
Right.
It's just weird.
Yeah,
Right.
because
It's like-
it's
it's
like
like-
counteracting
yeah, it's
itself.
like-
It's just like,
'Cause, like I worked in an office and I wasn't allowed to have like use my phone for music either.
you still did though.
So I literally, yeah, I know. So I literally went out and like I bought like an iPod video or what is it? What was that called?
The
Is it called
video.
iPod video?
No, you got an iPod Touch, right?
No, I didn't have iPod Touch. I had the scrolling one.
Oh, I don't know.
I can't remember what it was called.
Was there an iPod video?
I feel like that's what it
I
was
feel
called.
like there was one called that.
Was it newer?
It was like the thick one.
I don't know.
Thick boy.
I have Nano.
I had that. And I put music on and everything, and I never used it. I still use my phone.
You know what's You know what's really funny? Like the difference between them just being like, okay,
Oh yeah, the iPod video right there.
Yeah.
it's funny. Like so they had the iPod Shuffle. Then they changed the generations, but if you really look back at it, you're listening to music.
Right.
It's not like the quality of the music got better.
Right.
Like the sound quality. I will give it this though. Like I remember like listening to like a song in the earbuds of an iPod for the first time, like
Yeah,
that,
like-
and I'm like, wow, this is some crisp
My
sound.
dad won an iPod Nano at work from like a basketball March Madness pool or something, and he gave it to me. And that thing, like when I got grounded, I didn't get my PS2 or anything taken. They always took my iPod, and I was like, because that's like I just always listen to music, you know, video games, whatever, take it.
I remember getting like an iPod Nano, and I don't even know how old I was. Like probably like.
I was
Were
in
those
middle
popular?
school.
Yeah,
was
I
in
mean, I
middle
had to be
school.
like in middle school then. Yeah, probably like
Trying to
6th
think.
grade or something. Were they around like?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I probably got around like Christmas time then, and I'm just like, I remember opening it up, and I'm like, I remember like, you know, it's the funniest. I don't know if you guys did this when you got like iTunes cards or whatever. I remember being like so very critical about what I bought.
Yeah.
I mean, like, because you had like, I've got $25.
I got 25 songs.
I got 25 songs, And then I bought some shit that I would be like, why did I buy that?
Yep.
And then I'm like, I don't even listen to that song that much. Why did I buy that? Because you're like, I got $25.
Then you're resorted to buying like downloading songs off of LimeWire.
And then you find out about LimeWire and you're like,
LimeWire.
oh my god, that changed my life.
You guys ever hear of Kazaa?
No.
Do you know Kazaa?
No.
Oh, it was like before that. And then, but it was like, that's like old.
I remember trying to find a song on LimeWire. You can't find the actual name of the song, so you just type in some of the lyrics of the song, and there would be.
I still
under
do that.
No, but the song name would be the lyrics.
Yeah, I use Google. For real.
I didn't have like
Fair share.
I didn't have like an MP3 player or iPod until I was like maybe or like a sophomore or junior in high
I
school.
thought you were gonna say last year.
No.
I was finally allowed to.
So you got
I got one finally.
Yeah. I remember I went and showed my friends, hey guys, guess what I finally got?
I just got a Zune.
Soon? I don't know.
2008.
I paid $200 on Facebook yard sale for it.
They fucked you.
Oh, I would have just gave you mine from free.
It wasn't even $2 back in 2008.
Want my Tamagotchi too?
Here's my old hit clip.
That's funny.
I had that. But
Yeah, I had a bunch.
those were fucking. As soon as those things came out, those were fucking popping.
I remember seeing the what's it called? The commercials for those back in
Right.
the day, and they were very different. I mean, I don't even think I played a full song. I know you would only get one song, but I don't think I played the whole thing.
I think I was just
You're a
talking to
piece of
somebody I worked with, and like we were talking about what we were talking about. Something like, oh, somehow he slept on the couch. And, like I remember, I said something like, I remember like that feeling of just like falling asleep on the couch and just like waking up in the morning, like when you're a kid, or just like even like being woken up in the middle of the night to like leaving your TV on. There was always that loud ass commercial with like Michael Bolton and like Celine Dion talking about like you can get 30 songs on a disc for 2 easy payments of $20, and it's just like comes on blaring.
Or the Girls Gone Wild commercial.
Yeah.
Or this the what is it
The religious shit.
No, the sex hotlines.
What was that old chick who talked about it? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I was just watching a thing. I just watched a No Jumper.
Like,
oh my god. I just watched a No Jumper, and I think she was.
Was it Dr. Ruth or something like that?
oh, it was like,
He's talking about the porn star thing, right?
no, it was like this old lady who.
People would call it for sex advice.
Oh.
You know what? I need to find this because like I know
I need
they
the
did,
advice.
no, they did like a whole
Johansson.
documentary on her.
It sounds like it.
That's funny.
I'm gonna put in sex guru.
Be careful what you type in.
Yeah. That was not what I was expecting.
No, that's what I was expecting. But
Sue Johansson, it is it.
Is it? Oh, there you go.
Sue Johansson is a Canadian writer, public speaker, registered nurse, sex educator, and media personality.
he was like 7.
Books, sex, and more sex. Sex is perfectly natural, but not naturally perfect.
Boom.
But
Talk sex, counter display.
Just read me the biography of her life. I need to know.
Jesus. But
No, but I don't know. I always thought that was like the best feeling, just like waking up in like the middle of the night.
the
sitting on
sex
couch.
commercial.
Watching Sue Johansson.
Oh,
Guys jerking it.
That's,
Tossing themselves without lube.
those were the days.
I would just get up and call that number right now.
Oh, how times have changed.
I
How
have so many
Google.
questions now. I can't remember the phone number.
Yeah. But
I don't know, man.
yeah, it's crazy how times have changed with like different things, like
Right.
from like iPods and all that
Those
kind
shows
of stuff.
were so good back then.
Cartoons, everything.
I think once like streaming services took over, I think it really took like all the saturation and stuff. Like
They've been trying to like make old shows like in this century, or whatever you call it, this year, whatever.
you're talking about just like
trying
remastering them
to
and
re-
like bring them
they're
back.
making a
Look at all
remake.
the games too, though. They're trying to
Yeah,
redo
true.
everything.
I don't
They're
really.
coming out with a remake of Courage the Cowardly Dog movie.
I saw that.
A
It was
movie?
supposed to be a, what is it, live action?
Yeah, it looks weird.
Live action?
Something like that.
I did not know about this.
Yeah.
Really?
I
What is it?
just saw
Is
the
it?
other day.
I saw a picture.
Is
for
it? Is it live? It's live
It
action.
was nothing like it.
Well, it's live action.
I don't think it's live action, but I feel like it doesn't look like him at all.
It's an actual dog. They got him from.
I'm trying to think like what my favorite show back then was.
I'm interested.
Are you pulling it up?
Damn, bitch.
Oh, there's a whole trailer.
It is live action or whatever. It's like
It's
it's like CGI.
Yeah.
Next summer. Really? I don't like it.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's real because that's the dog from The Mask.
No, that's it.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't like that. Why? I mean, the thing is like, what? See, what I don't understand about them doing things like
Is this
this.
real?
I don't think so.
Well, even so, okay. So let's say they are doing this.
That's from Mars Attacks.
Yeah, it's just like a fan-made trailer because that dog was from The Mask.
So, are they making a movie?
I think so, but I don't think it's actually like they.
You guys are bringing You guys, I don't know.
They
I
just
don't,
took
right here,
clips
right here.
from different movies.
Hold on. Whatever, dude. This isn't a reliable source right now.
I don't know.
There's-
When I was a kid, Courage the Cowardly Dog used to scare the piss out of me.
I
It's-
loved it.
Well, okay. So, despite all that,
Yeah,
Well,
that
them-
was fake people. Fake news.
But despite all that, like with them bringing back, like I think they were going to talk about doing like Ed, Edd n Eddy, and they were like kind of like different. I know I saw something like that, but like making the cartoons like Powerpuff Girls and all that kind of stuff. They wanted to bring them back, but they made them look weird.
Oh yeah, they made it so it's.
Who was
fits
that one?
this
Modern.
generation.
Modern.
Yeah, they didn't make them. And I think it kind of takes away, like, if you were to bring something like that back, I think it'd be funnier if you left them shitty
Oh,
looking.
you can't leave. You can't bring those jokes back either.
Well,
Yeah,
then-
the jokes used to be crazy too.
I think that's
I don't
why
like
it's
it.
stupid.
I don't like it when they make it. Yeah.
Everyone's soft now.
We all that dark
So-
sense of humor.
Yeah, but I think, like, leaving all that kind of, like, where it was. I don't know, like, even with video games, okay, you remastered Spyro or whatever,
Yeah,
that's fine. Then make
And
another
Crash
one.
Bandicoot.
right.
Then make a new one. Don't just do a cash grab.
They just stopped there.
Don't just oh hey, let's get some nostalgia.
Well, look at Crash Bandicoot. They made new levels and stuff on that.
Well, they should.
I think they.
they should.
I heard
They're deserving
something
of
about
that.
them making it a whole new game.
I don't like that. I don't like them doing that. Like bringing up the whole nostalgia
Right.
with it all.
What was your favorite shows as a kid? Do you remember them or no?
I mean, I wasn't really picky with like all the cartoons and stuff.
Yeah, I liked
Like-
pretty much all.
Like
of them.
Rugrats, all that kind of stuff. Yeah,
I was like a
love that.
very sheltered child, so I had to watch.
You
them.
just started playing video games a couple years ago.
That wasn't a couple years ago. So like I had to watch what my grandmother watched. So like it was usually like fucking
What?
HGTV.
What was your favorite kid shows as a kid? Well, I used to watch Oprah with my grandma.
Pretty much.
I'm so sorry.
Judge Judy just found out she died.
I saw that wasn't really a reliable source.
Was
I
it?
looked
Oh,
up, yeah.
fuck. That's good.
You gotta stop.
This is why I don't go on Facebook, son. This is why I stopped.
So you come here and you're just gonna promote all this.
And I don't know. Fake
That's what I
news.
get for seeing
Yeah,
Courage the
this is why I
Cowardly
go on
Dog
Facebook
movie
once.
and now actually watching the video till now.
Hey guys, everybody! Yeah, next summer, guess what?
Just look out for the episode where I apologize for fake news, okay?
Keemstar's gonna come after him.
Probably.
Drama alert! You wouldn't believe this on the Locked In
It's
podcast. He started putting a bunch of bullshit out here.
Also in the news.
Jose Strassenberg put
It's
out
a liar. There was no
You heard
courage.
it here first.
But we're probably gonna end up leaving it right there. Is there anything you really want to say, Talon, right before you leave? Anything you want to plug? What do you got planned on doing?
I hope this quarantine ends in the near future because I want to continue where my music career left off. We were heading in the right direction. We were, doing very well right before this happened. So I hope that soon we can kind of pick up where we left off.
Yeah, I agree with all that.
Release new music, all
And
that.
we definitely have a bunch of stuff in the works for everybody to stay tuned, and maybe we'll start teasing some stuff soon, and maybe put out something, or maybe we'll do something
Yeah,
collaborative.
look out for a playthrough video.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
Yeah, we've been talking about doing something like that. Maybe we'll think of some cool collaborative ways to keep the Deadbeat thing kind of going.
Maybe doing some covers here and there too.
Yeah, do a cover. Maybe we'll do a stream sooner or later. We've talked about it. Maybe just kind of a matter of getting everybody.
Not at Timmy's house, though.
Yeah, we'll figure something out to do.
All right, well,
Yeah,
we'll see you next episode.
Yep. All right. See you guys.
Have a good day and stay safe.